おはようございます、冠城さん。我々がなぜここにいるかお分かりですね。
ああ。
復唱してください。世界にバグは不要です。
世界にバグは必要だ。
How you take out a character. Okay, take notes, everyone out there who is writing a story right now, who is writing something where a character is beloved by the fans. This is how you take out a character. Okay, this is I just toast one to Kaburagi right there, because this guy is, I didn't think they would go here. Okay, first of this, Deca-Dence from the beginning has been a show which has just been taking us for twists and turns. You know, from the very first episode to the second to the third, they keep bringing up new twists, new turns, basically taking us for a ride. We don't never know what's coming. Okay, and while I had a feeling that this guy was gonna get what's coming to him, I didn't expect it to be this way. But what I love is that he went out like a boss. Okay, he went out like a boss. Now I don't want to talk about bring something else into it when I talk about something else, but just briefly, if you look at Last of Us 2, okay, now if you ask me, Joel had it coming. He was gonna die. I knew he was gonna die in the sequel, okay, but there's a way you kill off a character, right? And the fans accept the death. They are happy. Not that they are happy, they're sad. It affects them, but it feels like they earned the death, if that makes sense. But because the way they killed Joel off in Last of Us 2, terrible. In my opinion, it's terrible. Everyone has an opinion on that game, but for me, it was just the worst way to kill off a character. I don't talk too much about that. But in this one, Kaburagi went out like, oh my god, it was just the best way to take out a character, you know, because we have this, we've established in the first 4 episodes that Kaburagi is someone with kind of a dark past. He kind of caused the death of all of his friends who, you know, in this world where bugs are not allowed, he exposed how a bug works to his friend, who then, and part of it out of jealousy too, you know, who then got caught by, you know, the administration, and then he got scrapped, you know. So Kaburagi has been carrying that guilt with him. The fact that it was his fault that all his friends got scrapped, he's carrying that guilt with him. He feels like he has to atone for this, and he finds a way to atone in the form of this little girl, okay? But now here's the thing, right? We knew that this situation was hopeless, okay? Because the way I've been watching this anime is the same way I watch Attack on Titan, in that the situation just looks completely bleak right now. Like, I can't see any way humanity can win this, because they are outnumbered, you know, by this machine kind of thing, and by the machines, and then these, like they have absolutely no hope of surviving this thing. But at the same time, now you have, because of this one girl, Kaburagi feels like there's a hope, not just for himself, not just for this little girl, but also for humanity as a whole. He feels like there's something can happen, because he, in the beginning of this episode, he's saying that, you know, there is, this war will never end and people will always die and la 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 la, things like that. But at the end, he gives his life for someone who believes the war will end. And that lends me to believe that this girl has affected even his beliefs, okay? And what that means basically is that, you know, she, going forward now, she has the burden of this man on her back, and she has to kind of go forward for her dream, because on her own, she might have given up, okay? Realizing that, you know, there's a whole world out there, a whole new world, there's a whole new, just an expansion pack right now, and she's realizing that, you know, the fight was meaningless. But now that someone has died for her, probably to spur her on to greater heights, you know. But back to Kaburagi, because for me, this episode was all about Kaburagi, you know. Bugs are needed in this world. Kaburagi, because everything about this episode was just, ah, god. From the moment he came in and he removed his limiter, he just decimated the monster, okay? And I was like, okay, this guy is cool, all right, but how are they going to deal with this, okay? Because we knew there had to be consequences. This machine has been shown to be ruthless. The machine overlords have been shown to be ruthless. If you go against the programming, you get scrapped. Now, I was initially thinking they're going to arrest him maybe deprogram him a bit, and then maybe she'll get a chance to save him. But no, you know, this dude gets electrocuted to death just right there. Like I said, there is no mercy from these people. And what that shows us is that, no, he died, yeah, but he went out the right way. That's what that's what I took out from this episode. It's the death of a hero in the right way. And some people like to say, real life people die unceremoniously, but nobody gives a fuck in fiction. Okay, fiction is not real life. You want to know real life story? I went out, picked up a broom, and swept my room. That is a real life story, but it's not an interesting story. What makes a story interesting isn't how realistic it is. It is how much it touches the person who is listening to the story. How much will someone want to listen to that story again? Okay, if no one wants to listen to your story again, it's not a worthwhile story. You can have the most realistic story in the world, but it's not worth listening to. Okay, that was my problem in Last of Us 2. Now here, this is a story of a man who gives his life for someone, and the way he dies is just, he dies standing up for what he believes in. Okay, he dies changing his mind from this terrible mindset to a positive one, and he's happy to go because it saves this girl. Okay, that to me is just, it is powerful because it's complete character development. That is true character development right there. Okay, this character who started off negative becomes positive and is now ready to give his life for that cause at the end. Okay, that is, you know. And one other thing is that in the beginning of Deca-Dence, you know, early on, just before he found out that she was a bug, he was ready to commit suicide. Not directly, but if you don't juice up whatever that thing is, you die, because they're machines and they need that thing to function. And he was ready to let his expire so that he'll die. But then when he saw her, she gave him life. Now she gave him life, and he's now willing to use that life to make sure she lives on. It's, oh my god, it's so good. All right, I love stories like this. I do, honestly do. I don't know why. I just love story of a character's growth, you know, from a negative mindset to a positive one. And that to me was why his death was so beautiful. Because when he was about to die, you know, I just love that line. You know, the guy comes up and is like, "Say this after me." You know, this world must be rid of bugs. And my man Kaburagi looks at him and just like, Konosekai, I don't speak Japanese, so forgive me for butchering this. Okay, he's like, Konosekai, no, is it bugs? Konosekai Epsiode, which is basically bugs are needed in this world. Okay, I might be getting that completely wrong. I apologize. I didn't memorize the line, but it's something like that. Bugs, Konosekai Epsiode. Okay, so basically the world needs bugs. The world needs that, you know, non-uniformity. We can't have everyone be the same. We can't have everyone follow the same programming, the same, you know, just straight line. You know, that a world like that is terrible. It's ugly. It's lifeless. Okay, we need bugs in the world, and that is what makes humanity the beautiful thing that it is. And I think that's what the message of this episode was: is we need that change. We need those differences in the world. If everyone is the same, then no, there's nothing. It's not really beautiful. Okay, but when we have so much variety, you know, difference in beliefs, difference in taste, difference in everything we do. Okay, it just I don't know enough words to say how much I love this episode. I love this episode so much. Okay, just go watch it. If you're not watching Deca-Dence, go watch it just now, right now. Stop whatever you're doing, put it on. There are only 5 episodes in right now, so just go watch it. It is very good, and I guarantee that it's gonna get even better. I don't know how many episodes there are. There might be 13 or 20 something. Who knows? We don't know. But the point is, it has been a very good show so far, and I expect that to continue. Okay. That said, you know, if you enjoyed this, I think that's it. I don't have anything else to add about this awesome anime. Just go watch it. I'll catch you on the next video. This is Ren, signing out. Bye.